congratulations. Now, welcome to the section diploma ceremony, and huge congratulations to all of you. You know this already, but it merits saying that you are my favorite section of all time, MBA Class of 2020 Section H. This is I really feel so honored to be with you at this time. Graduation is indeed, you've heard a lot of speeches today, so I'm going to try to keep myself short, and you can go to YouTube if you want motivational speeches. It really is a special time, though, so enjoy it, savor it, relax a bit. You've been having a really busy 2 years. Don't relax too much, get back to work, but certainly some time off is merited at this time. I walked the stage in 2004 on Spangler Lawns when I finished my PhD. My son was 4.5 or so old at that point, and it's such a vivid memory and enjoyable time. We will do that. We will come back to that. But this is it's different when we convene in person, but it's super special nonetheless. I feel really privileged to be part of this now, especially because I was one of the earlier ones to have met you when you came to when you started your HBS journey. And my best times are when I was with you in the classroom. My wife would repeatedly remind me that I was so happy the day of class and after class, and that was because I was with your section. It was so much that I decided to quit at the top, and I'm not teaching MBA anymore. I moved to exec ed because I can't beat this experience. So I said I'll just remember the best, and I'll give it 5 years to recover, and before I come back. I have so many happy memories of time in classes with you. The best times, though, and I want to acknowledge all the families, friends, your well-wishers who are watching this live stream. The best time is when you brought your family, friends, guests to class, your partners, people who wished you well. And the best part of that was to see your hand go up when we were in class. And I had to make sure I didn't miss that, because that would be terrible, right? I mean, I had to make sure. So it was like high pressure whenever somebody had, like, I just look, can you just please raise your hand quickly enough so I don't have to, keep looking till the end of class, because then we would start the whole fantastic ritual with, you would say something, and then everybody would stand up and applaud you, and sometimes I would say tacky things like wishing one of your fiancé that how lucky he was. That one I won't forget. So it never got old. That whole gig never got old. Every time you knew exactly what was coming, you would still raise your hand, you would still say something, and people would still stand up. It never got old. And the other thing that never got old is when I would ask a question, and somebody would basically, they would be buying time, but they would say, "That's a good question," and then I had to go through the whole thing of reminding you that I was asking the question, so it had to be good. Every question that I asked was a good question, but what I was really doing was giving you even more time to think of the answer. So that was what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to be a smart aleck. I have so many of you to acknowledge. Literally, all of you have meant. Could we queue up the seating chart, please? I went back and pulled up the seating chart, and it is amazing. Just looking at it again, I honestly I can close my eyes and remember exactly what of you were sitting, and I hope when we come back for reunions we'll recreate the seating chart experience. I have so many of you to acknowledge and say thank you to, and I don't have time for everybody. I will, though, name one person that for me made me feel a big part of your experience, and that's Christie Klauberg, your ed rep. So thank you, Christie, for really involving me and sort of being and connecting and so on. But really, I think what that was representing was how close you were with each other. And I'll come back to this in a second. I wish you the best in your personal and professional lives. You have seen the value of being around this group of people, of the variety and the diversity and just the amount of talent that the group brought, and the value of people that were different from you. So try to recreate that in your personal and professional lives. I wrote a small note for your yearbook. I just thought I'll repeat some of the things that I put in there for you here. So it'll help you, just the extent of smart, intelligent, but very different people around you will help you, will keep you grounded, and help you keep an open mind and keep you learning. You will go places and be very, very successful. That I have no doubt about. But what I would wish for you is for you to not let the pressures and stresses of life and work as you go about that journey get to you. It happens more often than not. So work so you don't let the pressures of life get to you. And so therefore, I essentially wish for you to be extremely happy. And what will matter for that, and we talked about this at the Bridges session as well, is the friends you have and the friends you make and the relationships that you nurture, the time you spend with your family. So my wish for you is that you have this fantastic group of friends, the whole section. So I wish that you continue to stay very closely connected. It will take effort, but put in the effort. That will be really, 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 really worth it. And for the families that are here, this is a fantastic, fantastic moment for all of you. These are wonderful people. Your family members, the student graduates here, they were great coming in, but they are even better now leaving, and that's inevitable because they met me. But more seriously, at the end of the semester, we went through this session called Bridges, where they all wrote a few words, a couple of lines on what they have learned about themselves, what they have learned about business, and what they have learned about the world. And what I saw there was so wonderful, so delightful to read the kinds of things that people are talking about as they now go on to the next part of their life and life's journey, because I sense there a collective sense of responsibility about their role in the world. And I'm so pleased, so proud that they are leaving with such a sense of their role in the world and what we have as our objective, or as our mission for our business school, which is that they truly become leaders who make a difference. And in small ways and big, the kinds of things that they talked about, the value of diversity, the value of continuous learning, the value of surrounding themselves with people, the value of contributing to society. So my last wish to you all would be to keep being who you are today. Keep that sense of optimism, keep that sense of learning, keep that sense of positive feeling towards the world and sense of what you can contribute. As one of you wrote to me last year, this is not a goodbye, but rather a promise to keep in touch in the future. I will be delighted to stay in touch. I'd love to hear from all of you and meet you when you come back to campus. This is a lifetime bond. with all of you. So HBS professors don't tend to leave. So I will be here whenever you come back. So drop me a line, say hi when you come over, and if I can ever be of any help or support, you know where to reach me. So congratulations, best wishes to all the families. Congratulations to you as well, to all the graduates. My heartfelt best wishes for all the good things to happen in your life. Thank you. What we will do next is there are a couple of things to go to happen next. We'll have an honors video, which is the classmates who have received honor, their names will be read out, and then I'll come back for a quick second, and then we'll tee up the diploma names. So Rosa, can we show the honors video, please?
Congratulations again to the class of 2020. You are now officially HBS graduates. You know, commencement day is my favorite day of the year. I love seeing our students so happy. I love seeing their families and friends rightly proud of their graduates and so excited about their bright futures. We now come to my favorite part of my favorite day of the year, the diploma ceremony, when we recognize each and every member of your section. As members of the class of 2020 are recognized, you'll hear mention of three kinds of honors. The first is distinction. This is for students who earned academic honors in both the first year and the second year of our program. The second is high distinction. These individuals not only earned honors in the first year and the second year, their combined academic performance placed them in the top 5% of their class as a whole. These students are also known as George F. Baker Scholars, commemorating the individual whose generosity in the 1920s allowed us to build the campus. I invite you to look at the Baker Scholars page on the Commencement Day website to learn more about the legacy of George F. Baker and this particular distinction. Third and last, but by no means least, the Dean's Award celebrates the extraordinary achievements of graduating students who, during their time at HBS, made distinctive contributions to Harvard Business School, or the broader community. These students have contributed to the well-being of others through extraordinary acts of leadership. Students and all members of the community nominate these individuals, and then Dean Nuria makes the final selection. So please enjoy the diploma ceremony, celebrate each and every member of your section. I hope that your section will remain close as mine has, and I hope that these 2 years at HBS will be just the beginning of an ongoing conversation among you as you enjoy long, happy years of making differences that are meaningful to you and meaningful for the world. Be well and be close.
Next up, we will run the names of all of you and the diploma awardees. And when we do that, the honors will come on next to your names as well. So Rosa, please.
Ian Abbott. Danielle Abou Jaoude. Zubi Achara, high distinction. Katie Arneson. Kenjimon Aung. Serena Bai. Joe Bao. Natalia Barbosa. Lindsay Barnes, distinction. Andrew Baxter. Macy Berg. Emma Betzig. Maryse Bouwens. Mark Bai. Robbie Kai. Lucille Concre. Jeff Chan. Rachel Choi. Jacob Chouinard. Benjamin Chowdhury Paulino. Kevin Huading Chu. Kristin Chun. Jacob Cohen. Elizabeth Crow. Rebecca Dausha, distinction. John Davis. Ricardo de Armas. Pascal de Crève. Lawrence de Porter. Liz Delozier. Samuel Doniger. Tory Edelman. Gonzalo Izaire Diaz. Matthew Ferguson. Kimberly Foster. Kumiko Fukagawa. Ashley Gardner. Walter Gichana. Quentin Grigsby. Akash Gupta. Tanvika Gupta, distinction. Hill Hamrick, high distinction. Libby Hauser. Sarah Ho. Jing Huang. Mike Jameson. Rafa Jauregui. Nimra Javed. Christie Klauberg. David Klein. Daniel Knight. Aiden Kuzuju. Stefan Linovich. Carson Lee. Brandon Levin. Caroline Liao. Elizabeth Liu, high distinction. Anuj Lohia. Brandon Lavelle. Micah Macfarlane. Jaclyn Markowitz. Dom Maroney. Raleigh McGuire Werner. Jacob Minor, high distinction. Josep Mele. Silvio Memme. Emily Mitchell. Tomas Musich. Nathan Neiman. Camilo Pabon. An Pham. Evan Prenoto. Scott Prozeller, high distinction. Michael Reidler. Brian Rockwell. Joshua Rodriguez. Angel Saiz. Sankalp Singayapally. Soumya Singh, high distinction. Claire Smilo, distinction. Michael Sobolewski, distinction. Emma Sokolov. Tanya Stumler. Vikram Surana. Brian Sykes. Kuba Shevchik. Dana Teppert. Mark Tai. Christine Thorne Thompson, distinction. Aditya Todi. Jenny Tu. Fred Wong. Graciela Watrous. Al Yang. Filippo Zinzani.
Can we unmute everyone, please? Rosa, can we?
Congratulations.
I got it.
Congratulations!
Congrats, everybody.
Congrats!
Congratulations. Legends.
H.
We're live. Legends only.
Legends.
See you guys now. They can see.
Congratulations, congratulations. This is a moment.
Everybody.
No.
So next, all of you submitted pictures and stuff for section 1. So we'll show that next. And with that, we'll close. So once again, congratulations to all the families. Thank you so much for supporting these graduates so much throughout their entire journey. And for me, it's a real privilege to have met all of you. Privileged to be here at this special moment in your lives. Thank you, and farewell. As the cliche goes, you know, it's the farewell is like farewell. So I hope you have a great day and great times ahead. So we'll queue up the montage, and after that we'll close. So once again, congratulations, and have a wonderful day.
Woo!